One of the bigger franchises of the year, John Wick, which is one of the few blockbusters at the box office that actually made money, notably because the budget for this film was manageable, unlike a lot of other outlets. They decided to make this movie within reason, and John Wick 4 ended up making a bunch of money. So much so that they want to do a John Wick 5, though I don't know how you're going to do that because spoilers, died in it. But, I mean, that doesn't mean anything in movies. He could come back to life. And they probably will bring him back to life because this franchise is hot, and it remains hot, and it just keeps getting hotter. So John Wick series director on Mel Gibson, not my business. So what is he talking about? Well, in the upcoming spinoff, which is called the Continental, which is a prequel from the World of John Wick. So they want to world build and branch this out and make more gun movies for cheap, which to me is genius. Keep doing it. Keep making more money. Keep building it out. I like these kinds of movies. I think they're over-the-top fun. Though this isn't a movie, it's a 3-episode show. Now, the big controversy around this show is that it has Mel Gibson in it, who has a pretty outrageous past on some of the things that he said. I don't condone it. However, how many decades need to go by where this man is canceled? He's apologized. He's tried to do his own thing. People seem to like him. He keeps getting work. But he did have his brand damaged for some time. This is the thing with canceling people. Like, how long are they supposed to stay gone? Okay. He's, as far as I've seen, kept his nose clean for some time. He hasn't said anything crazy for some time. Unless you ask like a hardcore leftist, they would say, well, he supports Trump. And that's enough for them right there to keep him canceled. But I think you should be able to back whoever you want. I mean, everyone in Hollywood overwhelmingly backs Biden and says good things about him all the time. They're not canceled for that. It seems to me you're canceled unless you get in line and support what they support. By the way, this one-directional thinking has definitely hurt Hollywood 100%. You're not allowed to have any diversity of thought in Hollywood. It's their way or the highway. Unless you stay silent and stay in a box and keep your thoughts secret, then you can still work. It's like that in all the entertainment industries now, by the way. If you have any different types of thinking, they cancel you. Now, listen, like Mel Gibson has said some pretty crazy radical shit back in the day. But like I said, like how long does he have to hug the cactus, as they like to put it? I mean, it comes a time that like, okay, well, he took his licking. Let him come back now. But anytime this man lands in a mainstream project, they try to cancel him or they bring him up in other interviews. The John Wick series director gets asked this shit, and he just says, it's not my business. I hired him because he was the best man for the job. Like anytime they've done interviews, they try to gotcha with this shit on him. By the way, these comments that they're so mad about are from 2006. 2006. How many times does he need to apologize for it? Meanwhile, Roman Polanski, one of the nastiest pieces of garbage out there, who did some really disgusting stuff, they'll give this piece of crap standing ovations and welcome him back with open arms. It's funny how that works, isn't it? Like, for real, they love that guy. The dude had to make movies in other countries because if he was here, he would go into jail. But oh no, Mel Gibson was having a little unhinged rant and probably wasn't in the best place. I'm pretty sure he had alcohol problems then too, but that doesn't matter. He should forever be canceled. Forever. So the director of this show handled this pretty good. Pretty just said, it's not my business to talk about it. He was the best guy. Regarding why he's in the show, Hughes said, I cast Mel Gibson based on his past work that I grew up on, Hughes said, and I think he fit the role perfectly. I think once fans see, they'll understand why. The personal stuff is not my business to talk about. The movie's director is an executive producer on the Continental, but Hughes said he was supportive and respectful and let me have my space. And that's all he said on it. But you notice they tried to put that in there. He looks pretty good in this role, too, by the way. Look at this. He looks like an old mobster. So I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. But it's just funny to me that every time this happens, they go after him for this. But if Roman Polanski had been tapped to direct this show, there'd probably be all kinds of articles praising him, saying how amazing he's, about time, all that shit. It's a joke. It's a joke. This is why he left Hollywood in the first place and does his own shit. They talk about that Father Stew in the movie here, by the way. Probably couldn't do anything to that movie because I'm pretty sure Mel Gibson had a lot of financing, and I think it's under his umbrella. He's been trying to make his own Hollywood for a while, which is probably why he's working with Mark Wahlberg so much now, because Mark Wahlberg wants to make his own Hollywood too. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals. Share the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.